Alrighty guys, so we're seeing the crypto market is an absolute bloodbath at the moment, and the general consensus now is that it's all over. Now, in today's video, I'm going to take you through what I'm looking at in the charts. You guys can leave me a comment to let me know, do you think it's all over? Was October the top? Bitcoin is now at 101k. I think this thing was about 100k not too long ago. And the weekly paints a picture. Now, I'm not going to try and give you guys hopium. All I'm doing right now is telling you how I view the market, how I'm navigating the market. It's completely up to you guys what you do in this market, right? Now, I know it can be annoying to come on YouTube and you just hear everyone saying, it's going to be fine, chill out, wait. Especially when you're looking at your altcoins or your crypto portfolio and you're thinking, well, this definitely doesn't look all right. One thing that's kind of keeping me or giving me a peace of mind is that October 30th, maybe about a week ago, I tweeted out here, cycle low is due, don't panic just yet. And right on time, we're getting that cycle low for Bitcoin. Now, I would expect a reversal out of here pretty soon. And as I always say, I don't like to make any rash decisions until the weekly candles have closed. And what you can see here in this weekly candle is that we did lose the wick low. So that's one thing to bear in mind. We have actually broken down and printed a lower low than that capitulation event. However, on the larger time frame, we're still technically in this range. And we've done things like this before, guys. And it has shaken out the majority of retail investors. Again, I'm also a retail investor. But it's shaken out the majority of us because we like to either overtrade this zone, or we actually don't even wait to see how the zone closes up. And last time, I mean, if we measure the range of 40% to the upside, so ranging, in that time, right, these are big moves. So you're going to see your altcoins react even worse than this range here. And it shakes out a lot of people because they want an instant answer. Now, rather than me trying to front run whatever move it's going to be, and yes, there's a potential that we break down and we lose this angle, I need to wait for confirmations of this range, right? Are we going to break to the downside? Are we going to break to the upside? So these things take time to play out, guys. And it's like super difficult to look at these things and think, well, I just want to, I don't want to lose any more money here. I'm going to get out now. Similarly, when prices are pumping right around here, you think, I'm going to try and front run the breakout, right? It just wrecks investors both ways. And we've seen that in the liquidity index, guys, right? When we look at Bitcoin's liquidity heat map, the market makers have been doing a number on all of us. So that's number one. Number two, something that we spoke about, I think it was yesterday, was the fear and greed index. We're now back at record lows, 21. When was the last time we were at 21? If we go to the yearly chart, last time we were around this low was April 9th. If we go to April 9th on the Bitcoin chart, it was here, right? It was right here, okay? A massive pullback. And what happened after? We absolutely washed retail sentiment right before loading another God candle for a few weeks to the upside, okay? So the market makers know exactly what they're doing. And the crypto market's not easy because, again, before we got any confirmations of a breakdown of this trend, of this larger structure here, people wanted to be out, right? And the average retail investor was out. But then what came after that, guys? A massive move. Now, another thing that I'm paying attention to for Bitcoin is going to be the 50 and the 200 MA, right? You got the 50 MA at around 113, 200 MA at 109. And this thing is about to print a death cross, guys. Okay, so death crosses sound ugly. However, every time we print a death cross, there usually is some sort of rally back into that death cross, right? We saw it all the way back here in April, World War II, episode 2, or World War III, episode 2, right? We had this death cross, and what happened, guys? It marked a local bottom. Yes, this time can be different. I'm showing you guys what I look at in the chart to give myself more of a clear mind, right? We had a rally right as the 50 and the 200 crossed, and we had a rally all the way back up to the 200 of around 14%. And then it continued to go again. Is this time going to be the same? I don't know. But you can see here, every time we have a death cross, there is a rally that comes with it, right? We saw it again in August to September of 2024. So there could be some relief in the market. The only thing that's different now, guys, is that we're at the end stages of a bull market. So right now, I know you guys want a definite answer of, are we just going to pump up right now? Are we going to lose this trend line? One thing I can say is we were due for cycle lows. Okay, so when we do get some sort of confirmation of maybe a bounce at around this K, it could be 98K. I personally, and again, you guys don't have to do this, but I'm personally going to be entering some longs. I'll post the longs on the channel as well, so you guys can see my public entries. I'll show you my Blowfin account, and you'll see when I have entered long. And then hopefully, I mean, that could be our one last hurrah. Whether it's going to be a lower high or we do print new all-time highs, only time's going to tell. But one thing I do want to say is, you know, last time the market looked like this, last time Bitcoin looked like this, it did look like a top was in at around 100K, and people weren't convinced that we could go, you know, to 120K or above. It had a 30% correction, 31% correction, and then printed new all-time highs. Do we have to have a 30% correction? No, we don't. Right now we're down 20%. A 30% correction would bring us all the way to around 88K. The best thing we can do is that the charts do what it's going to do, okay? If we do start to break down from key structure, we have weekly closes below this trend, then, you know, we may have to be forced to say the bear market is here and that was the top. But until that is the case, guys, I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting to see what the charts tell us. So again, guys, if you want to be up to date with me, if you want to make sure that you're keeping a cool head with me as well, make sure you are subscribed. Leave me a comment to let me know what your plan is. Will you be selling a breakdown of this trend line, guys? Let me know. And again, I'm going to be here tomorrow, so leave a like on the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.